gut microbiome has been a really big, huge interest of mine for many, many, many years. And, you know, I've known about the role and the importance of the gut microbiome. So this is just like really fits my, you know, in my wheelhouse, but really about what these products. And I'm so super excited. And I just really didn't, I went to, you know, convention not really knowing much about the products. But since I think what really excited me was seeing the Love Biome consultants that have been on the products. Did you take note of their skin, their hair, their vitality, their energy? And so I think the proof is in the pudding is when you see a product, you can see visually that these products work. Did you notice that? But okay, I'm getting some feedback. Okay. So anyway, I think that's really, I thought these products, obviously, they work. I could see that. So I just wanted to kind of start with a little statistics here. The terrible state of the gut health in the United States. And just about how many people go to the doctor with gut problems. You know, think about the gastroenterologists, they can't keep up. I mean, there's a bigger demand than supply of them that, you know, they just, the state of health of the gut of people is terrible. We have a tremendous opportunity with P84 because look at the current global market, 50 to 80 billion projected. Look at that, guys, in 10 years. How would you just like to just get a like fraction of 1% of that market? So do you see the opportunity? This is to help, I mean, to help people and keep them out of the doctor's office, guys. That's really what we want to do, right? We want to help people to stay healthy. And there's nothing like the gut microbiome. So when we're talking about gut health, we're really talking about the health of the gut microbiome. So what is the gut microbiome? This is a balanced ecosystem of 70 trillion cells. And you have 10 times more DNA in your microbiome than you have in the rest of your body. Your microbiome is unique to you. It's your fingerprint. And so it's so important. Your gut microbiome is, I would say it's the control center, really, for your health. You would think of your brain as being the control, but it's not. It's your gut microbiome. In fact, your gut microbiome is called the second brain. But the benefits of a healthy gut microbiome are just, this is even all of them. This is just a fraction of the benefits of a healthy gut microbiome. So we have a solution, don't we? We have a solution, P84, the solution for a healthy gut microbiome. So P84, 2 products in one, basically, Phytopower 1 and then Phytopower 2. Phytopower 1 is to feed your gut and for the diversity of the gut microbiome, because the key with your gut microbiome is gut diversity. That's why tell people eat a variety of variety foods to populate a diverse gut microbiome. So you have your whole foods, targeted probiotics, prebiotics, and postbiotic enzymes, and Phytopower 2, balance and detox. When I saw the detox, I'm like, oh yeah, that's why that's probably like, sign me up. So look what's in there. Look at this blend of products, toxin binding, inflammatory reduction blend. I want to say about the inflammation. So much inflammation comes from our gut. People don't realize that. And so if you can reduce the inflammation in the gut, that's going to help systemically in your body everywhere. So P84 increases 14 gut peptides. Okay, here's what the key messages are with our products. The P84 gut peptides, they regulate, they repair, they restore the gut, right? Can you say that? Regulate, repair, restore the gut. And so, so you're wondering, my husband asked me, he said, what are gut peptides? Does anybody know what gut peptides are? Well, gut peptides are pretty simple. They're just short chains of amino acids. Well, think of protein. Amino acids are the building blocks of protein. So we're all kind of familiar with amino acids, right? And so these gut peptides are released by specialized cells all the way through your GI tract. And so think of these gut peptides as they're like little tiny messenger molecules. We know about messenger molecules, right? With our protandum family of activators. No, these messenger molecules, they help your digestive system by sending out signals that regulate multiple gut functions. And so they interact with food and gut microbes to coordinate everything that goes on in your gut. So the digestion, appetite, immune system response, mood and hormones, and so on. Now, when I saw this at Momentum Academy, and I saw the number of the gut peptides that they measured, this is amazing. I don't know how they did this, but I'm impressed. Aren't you? I'm impressed. And, so there's 14 of them. I'm not going to go through all of them, but this just gives you an idea. And I thought about this first one. I thought, oh, I need more VIP. I need more VIP for my gut. The gut soother, right, helps to calm my overreactive gut. I want more of that. So that was, I think I need more of these regulators for sure. And so there's looks like 6 of them. Okay, so we have the regulators. Then we have the repairers, and I'm only going to talk about one of these, and that's zonulin. Notice that you're going to see an increase. Did you notice all the arrows are going up except for zonulin's going down? Okay, like zonulin, if you have too much zonulin in your gut, that loosens up the tight junctions in your gut. And so that's where, the leaky gut, where those toxins leak across and get into your systemic system and can cause like autoimmune diseases, inflammation, affect your brain. So you want to have a balance on the zonulin. You don't want too much of that. You don't want an excess of zonulin. So that was pretty cool. I'm like, wow, that's impressive. It helps to reduce that zonulin. Cool. Then you have the repairers, and you can see the number of them that are increased. And I like this one. How about this one? The OCLN, the metal worker, strengthens and stabilizes those tight junctions, because you need those tight junctions to prevent, again, that prevents the toxins and, even food particles from leaking across your gut and causing so many different illnesses are associated with a leaky gut. And then you have the restorers. Yes, and we have 2 of them. So together, they're not rebuilding, they're cultivating an equilibrium. Don't you just love that? Protect, nourishment, quiet resilience that keeps the gut ecosystem beautifully alive. And I like that it balances out your ecosystem. Okay. So I thought, as I'm reading about all these gut peptides and all of their functions, I thought, I think of gut peptides as traffic cops that carry out all of your gut microbiome functions. But then I thought, oh, they're also like the detectives on the police force, right? What do the detectives do? They solve problems, right? They find the bad guys and they take them out. And so that's when I was reading about these gut peptides. This is what the analogy that came to mind. So briefly, how do you take the products? And this is what I learned at Momentum Academy. And I know I'm hearing different things about how you take the products. I took mine this morning with coconut water, and they tasted great. I enjoyed that. My Vital Power 1 and 2. The main thing is always the consistency. I remember Dr. Fifi from years ago. We all love Dr. Fifi. Remember what she said about taking products? It's about the consistency. Take them when you can remember them, and you can work them into your schedule, right? You can mix them with a variety of liquids, coconut water, liquids of choice, smoothies. And I think the big thing is here for all of us is that, facts tell, stories sell. So right now you should be building your story. You should be documenting, and especially these areas: sleep, energy, improved mood, bowel regulation. How's your gut feeling? Hey, maybe reduction in some medication use, maybe less joint discomfort. Because remember, if you're keeping everything in your gut, and then these toxins are not leaking across and inflaming your joints, you may notice less joint discomfort. So be sure to document those things. And just an overall improved well-being because of what it can do from the gut-brain connection, improving your just overall, you feel great, and just your mood is awesome. So now what I loved about at convention, we learned about the healthy edge stack. I love this analogy. Like protein nerve 2 is your defense, and it provides that cellular protection and repair. And it gobbles up those nasty free radicals before they can destroy your cells. So it's that defense. They're the warriors in there, keeping the bad guys from attacking your cells. And then your offense with the P84. Think about that. Just like what I talked about with those gut peptides. So it's going to do that, regulates your digestion, repairs your gut lining, and more. And right now, and I know, Carrie, you could probably comment on this too, is that the Healthy Edge Stack is now just for new enrollments, and there's an enrollment pack, the Healthy Edge Enrollment Pack. So those new consultants that you sign up now, until I think it's
wasn't even looking for it, but
4th, correct? So yeah.
And when so brand new consultants can order that pack and get it now before everyone else, other than the people in Dallas. And this month they're getting 200 points for that $200, and then next month it goes to the normal points.
Those normal points. Okay, good. Thank you for that, Carrie. So hey, that is the end of my little PowerPoint program here. So I don't know if people have questions at all, from what you learned tonight. I just think that, we think about, repair and restore your gut microbiome. So it's just the master regulator of your health. It's your gut microbiome. So I think we have something very special with these products, and I can't wait. I can't wait to see where I am in a month, maybe even a week from now.
Absolutely. And I know, Joanne, you mentioned, joints and all, and I've literally seen pictures of people's hands before and after, and how the knuckles and all that look. So that's super exciting. Thank you so much, Joanne. You're a wealth of knowledge, and we'd love to have you on. We'll do another Zoom too with even more training with the P84. Dr. B, are you out there? I know we're going just a little bit long, but I know he had a conversation with Lisa Barnes and had a few key insights. Are you there and able to share?
I am.
Yay, Dr. Brimhall.
I was loving listening to Joanne, dang it. I was taking notes.
Oh, and really fast, anyone in the Arizona area or beyond, or if you have people here, November 12th, we're doing a big meeting. We're going to have a panel, and you will hear Joanne. You're going to be on the panel, right? Yep. And Dr. Brimhall and others, too. It's going to be a big, phenomenal meeting. It'll be on Big Blue, but just so you know. But Dr. Brimhall, take it away from that conversation I know you were having at convention.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you guys all for just your stories. It's as much science as I love, to hear each of the stories and the lives that are being touched. And it's because each one of you has said yes to sharing your stories and sharing with others that the lives are being impacted. So I hope we just take a snapshot of this call tonight and realize the impact that you are having on not only on me, but on everyone. So thank you. And I appreciate that a ton. It's fun to be a part of that experience. Yeah, it was really, and from the other side, the one thing you can't explain from not being at the events is we had a conversation, it was me and about, 15 of us. It was I think it was 11:30 at night. So we were talking from her for 11:30 at night to almost 1 o'clock in the morning. She came down after she got back from dinner and it just sat with us, and we asked her some questions about the P84. And here's the takeaway that I'm going to give you. One is that corporate cares. Who wants to stay up at that time of night after you've done a full long event on Saturday night and have conversations with us? But she also understood that we are still wanting to know more about the product and how it works. And but that took a lot. And remember, she's been working really nonstop since the conversation around the merger, because at first they wanted to make sure that this product was a fit based upon our conversation. So the stories were good on the product, but we couldn't say that it activated. So what y'all saw from stage is we have over 14 peptides that are being activated. Here's what's very unique about that, and how I want you to kind of hone in how you have these conversations. This product is called the product is called the Healthy Edge, right? We have the Healthy Edge, but I want you to understand you have the edge as far as the conversation about gut health, because there's a lot of people out there using gut products in hopes that it will give them results. You don't have to guess if what we're doing is going to get results, because we're activating 14 peptides. So those peptides are communication models. We don't have to guess if this product works. We don't have to guess if this combination of product works. We now know from the cell studies that it does. Now, companies out there are not formulating like this. That's what's so unique to LifeVantage. We can say activation because we're actually able to actually do that. And understand, this is the power of what we have in our hands, is that we're getting the body to do what it's designed to do. And the other reason why this is so critical that we kind of talked about with Lisa Barnes is if your body can make it, it can regulate it. That's super important. A lot of things out there, if you put it from the outside in, like a peptide, there's a lot of conversation on a peptide right now. There's a lot of conversation on peptides right now. Use that to your advantage of talking about what if your body could make the peptide? Why do we have to give people peptides in the first place anyway? Because the body is not making them. We now know we can activate them. And if we can activate them, the body can also regulate them, which is critical. If you can't regulate them, then we get all sorts of symptoms. And I think one thing that Lisa kind of talks to us about is just the importance of what the corporate brought. It's like they wanted to make sure that it was fit within our story before he brought the company over. That was an important piece for me to know. And also they're doing the studies to back up the claims. And this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning of what we know. Like, just when collagen came out, we saw all these different things with it. We didn't understand what it was doing, but the corporate went back and retested. So I think that was one of the things that I really got from Lisa Barnes, is the fact is we do know we're activating these peptides, and they did the right ways. They were hoping to get 2 or 3 or 4, but they got 14. Like, that's significant. And so to keep it simple, what we're doing is we're addressing the whole microbiome by using a whole system. But the system, they have the microbiome, not just one thing. And because we're doing it, we're affecting multiple peptides, and we're repairing. And once the gut is in a repaired state, it can then regulate. And if you can do those things, then your body can actually do the functions. So you're going to have a lot more improvement in other things from this, because if you can have better absorption, you're going to have better absorption of the nutrients you're already taking. So those are some of the key takeaways. The other thing that some of the questions were asked that you'll get through so listen to the studies, guys, listen to the science that you're going to hear. It's safe, it's effective. There's amazing stories with it. And I really think if we had a missing piece, in my opinion, when it came to LifeVantage, it is to address the gut health. Because when I work with people, I always address adrenal problems or stress problems, and I address gut health. We now have a systematic approach to addressing the microbiome and gut health in a very easy form. And the reality is, like, how many people on here have tried it already, tasted it? Raise your hand. I have to admit, I was nervous for my wife and my son to try it. The winner. They both like, oh, that's not bad, right? And if you know my 18-year-old, right, I wonder how they do it. So, and it's going to have an impact in people's health. I think a very easy way to help people have a very specific, comprehensive way to address gut health, because most people are not doing their diet. So those are some of the highlights, and I'm excited for what they're going to do, because they're going to do more studies looking at the Nerve 2 and with that. And I really think you're going to see an increased synergy with the other products we have. And one thing somebody said earlier is that we have a synergy in our products. There's also a huge synergy in this people. Understand that the power of us as a whole is much bigger than the one.